back there, and at which point we got into some really angry sex and just couldn't stop. You know how it is.
How angry was it?
It was angry enough to blow up the Middle East. Which, if you gave me the choice, I think there are a lot of innocent people out there, but as much trouble as it's caused, if they gave me a button, I'd turn that fucking place into a parking lot. Fuck it. Should I get one of these? Stronger and more erect. Hello. I like this one better. I've never had the choice between 3 mics before. This is fun. Except for that time that... never mind. So, I know it's a little late. Can I run a little late? Where's North? North, raise your hand. Is North in here? Can I run a little late? You raised your hand. You're North, right?
Yes.
Hey.
The fat guy in the back. The guy who went, way. I said, raise your hand. This guy's like this. So you're North. You are the...
for North again.
Okay, so let's get down to business, okay? Shall we get down to business? Would you like to get down to business? Shall we get down to business tonight? All right. Hamburger helper, tuna helper, chicken helper, baby helper. Baby helper! It is because I am a genius. Do not feel sad that you did not think of it. I'm just a braino. I will make millions of dollars just at milking a baby. More food, less noise. You've thought of it too. I know you've thought of it. Every time you walk into a house, when I walk into a house that has babies all over the place, I just feel like saying, you gonna eat that? No, nobody's doing anything with them anyway. They're just laying around all over the place. No, they're not going to college later. You think they're going to grow up and become doctors and lawyers, and you're going to get so rich you can replace your toilet paper with Pamela Anderson's face, but you won't. All they're going to do is puke on you and give you the finger until you buy them a copy of World of Warcraft. They're just going to get big and destructive and piss you off until you want to throw them on a George Foreman anyway. But by then, it will be too late. You must eat them now while they are tender and juicy and cannot press charges. All over the world, babies are just piling up like little hors d'oeuvres with little built-in sirens so you can locate them when you're hungry. They're like little distress beacons made out of meat. They even stink a little so deaf people can find them and eat them too. Babies are meant to be food. What else could they possibly be for? How many babies do you know that have prevented a nuclear disaster? Name every baby that's won a Nobel Peace Prize. Huh? That's one. How many babies do you know that have gone to contributed to a treatment for syphilis? You can't deflect bullets with them. They don't bounce. They don't make a good doorstop. It's the only problem babies can solve is world hunger. No. Think about this. Think about it. There are 129 million births every year. That's 4 brand new babies every second. That's almost 2 billion pounds of meat. At an average 15.2 pounds, a family of 4 can consist on a 6-month-old for nearly 3 days. In this country alone, it could reduce our beef dependency by nearly half. It would eliminate enough beef processing facilities to reduce our carbon and greenhouse emissions by nearly 38%. Not being able to, not having to take them back and forth from school would reduce our dependency on foreign oil by nearly 19%, and the average $140,000 it takes to raise a kid from birth to college could be put back into our failing economy, equaling over $700 billion a year. You want to save the planet? Eat the babies! Do not take a baby to the movie theater. They don't want to see a movie. They want to be in a pan. If it took me 9 months to create something edible, I'm sure as fuck not gonna give it an Xbox. We need to go back to the Optimum. Get back to work, bitch! We want 3 cheese baby tonight! If anything I say tonight upsets or offends you, please remember that I have said the phrase, 3 cheese baby. And then it should all be okay. That's goofy as hell. He was denying the Holocaust, but then he said 3 cheese babies, so that's all okay. Oh, Jews. How are you guys doing tonight? Over here. Recently moved to California. Moved to Los Angeles, and people say, oh. And then I say, I moved to Los Angeles from Detroit, and they're like, yay! Yeah, I wanted to get away from the violence. And I hear they have a beach in somewhere in California, but you can't see it for all the smog and brown people. So. And I get to take part in the gay riots now. Do you remember when anybody here from California? How many we got? Oh, holy shit. What's up, my homie? That means something to them. It does. Now, it's funny because you heard about the gay riots. There was, the whole Prop 8 thing where they voted it down, and suddenly there was the gay riots, they called them. Gay people can't riot. It's not because I was watching it live on the internet. I was watching the helicopter feed. When they were just... That's all you heard. And they're showing this shit, and here they come, a billion pissed off gay people, 48 billion miles long, walking down the interstate, and they're waving signs, and the cop cars, the lights are flashing, and the sirens, and the helicopter lights, and they're waving signs, and they're pissed off, and they're pissed off now, right? They're pissed off. And right about at the time, it seems like they're going to start flipping over cars and setting nuns on fire. They walked by a shopping center. I was watching this. Walked by, and half the people dropped their signs and frolicked into the stores. This is why gay people can't riot. Because some part of their brain is always thinking about drapes. And you have to, any protest is going to go by a shopping center sooner or later. Unless, of course, you do it in the middle of a cornfield in Kansas when there are less gay people than there are teeth, It's terrible. It's terrible. Now, but I'm not here to make a political statement. I'm just a stand-up comedy. I'm only a stand-up comedy here. I'm just here to spread the hate. Because hate is fun. I don't know why they have a problem with that. I don't know why they have a problem with gay marriage. It's not taking away anything from anyone. We're not reducing anybody else's right. It's not taking away anything. It's really interesting because, I think that the problem they have with it is the word. It's just the worst.